Hey folks, how are you guys doing? What up with Rob and Chris is here at the Sinister Creature Con. Oh my God, I'm excited. I know Rob, oh wait, Rob's not here. So it's just me and super producer Erica. We're gonna have a little bit of fun, kind of checking in. We're gonna go inside, check things out. We're here at the grounds. Today is Sunday the 15th. If you're not here, you're missing out, but that's okay because come October, Sinister Creature Con has some more things going on. So let's go inside, let's check things out. You guys ready? Let's go. Hey, how's everybody doing? We are here at the Sinister Creature Con, and right behind me is V. Neal, a famed face-off. Oh my God, one of the best, if not the best makeup artists in the world. Edward Scissorhands, Mrs. Doubtfire, and much, much more. Hey, I'm going to definitely be talking to her later, and I can't wait. So we'll see you, talk to you a little bit later, but want to let you know what's going on here so far. What up? Hey, folks, what up? I'm here with Don Shanks of Halloween fame and was also on Grizzly Adams. Pretty sweet, huh? Hey, Don, how are you doing today?
Doing great.
Good, good. Hey, thank you for meeting with us. So what do you got going on right now?
Right now, not too much.
Just relaxing?
Well, doing some personal appearances and stuff.
Nice, nice. Now, I got to ask, being on Grizzly Adams and working with the bear, I've always wanted to know, what was that like?
Well, this is one that we used to work with, right? He's 2,200 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
So, but working with the animals, I like probably better than anything.
I hear you. Sometimes it's better than working with us humans, isn't it?
Well, you know what to expect from them.
Yeah, true, true. Don was an integral part of Grizzly Adams, one of my favorite shows. So this is kind of an honor for me to be able to meet Don here. Don, I want to thank you so much. I appreciate your time. I know you're going to be busy here. Got people lining up to see him already, folks. So come on, get down here. All right. You guys have a great night. Bye.
Take care.
What up, folks? How are you guys doing? Hey, we're here with Fred Wiehe, author of some phenomenal books. Fred,
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. How are you doing today?
I'm doing really well. We're just getting started here, but
great.
All set up. Everybody's been really nice.
Nice. Good, good, good. Having a good time. It's a good crowd.
It is.
Definitely.
Yeah,
I'm really
Yeah.
It's just in case anybody want to know, it's almost noon and this place is packed.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it just opened at 11, so we're only been open an hour.
That means it's just going to get even busier and busier, and my fangirling is going to get even worse and worse. So here we go, Fred. So now, The Collected Nightmares.
The Collected Nightmares, that's my newest book.
Okay.
It came out right before COVID, so I didn't get a lot of events in.
Okay.
This is actually my first event post-COVID. So,
oh, nice.
It's nice to get back out in the world and see people again.
Definitely.
People and sign some books.
Good. Where can folks, if they wanted to get this, where could they go? Is it on Amazon?
Yeah, it should be anywhere books are sold. Barnes & Noble.
Okay.
Amazon, Books A Million. Even in brick and mortar, Barnes & Noble, they have them. I've done some signings for them.
Okay.
This book was kind of born from an accident that I had back in 2013. I was thrown off a horse, 8 feet in the air, came down on my back and head, had a concussion.
Oh, wow.
6 broken ribs in 8 places, a collapsed lung, broken wrist, ruptured tendon in my thumb. They say it was actually, just that I lived through it because I missed the round pen fence by just inches with my head. If I would have hit it, I probably would have died.
Oh, yeah.
So this is kind of the pain and suffering of a long recovery over about 2 to 3 years.
Wow. Well, they say sometimes our deepest moments brings out our best thoughts.
Yes. It gets dark in some places, but I mean, it's really dark. Maybe darker than some of the other things that I've done.
Okay.
But that was the place I was at the time.
No, I like it. Definitely sounds interesting. Hey, you guys want to check this book out? Because I know we're going to. So please do.
I think there's, if I remember correctly, 2 novellas, 12 short stories, and 17 poems.
Okay. Great.
in this book. And I'm working on volume 2 right now, actually.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Fred Wiehe. What up, folks? Hey, we moved down the line. We've got more great people to talk to, but if you don't know Miss Misery, by Joe, you should. How are you doing today?
Good.
Good. So, I want to know more about Miss Misery. What exactly do we have going on?
Well, besides being inducted into the Horror Host Hall of Fame of 2021.
Oh my goodness, that is phenomenal. Did you guys hear that? Did you hear that? I totally blew that. Yeah, I'll be the first to admit it. I did.
I also have a mini Miss Misery figurine that was made that's actually here at Wozniak's table. Wozniak is he likes to sell little collectibles and stuff. Okay. He's got a ton of Miss Misery figurines. You should go check it out. It's really cool.
Definitely.
So that just happened. The Hall of Fame just happened. Season 8 of my show's coming up. We're going to start shooting that.
Nice.
Yeah, and we just released also a Scream in the Night anthology book through Black Bedsheet Books. 13 females in the horror genre, 13 different horror stories.
Who doesn't like a good horror story? Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
And I just published a children's book, The Pumpkin Man of Hollow Falls.
I like it. Now, if we're going to go and get your books and see your show, where would we go?
Go to lastdoorwayproductions.com. I have links to all the YouTube channel because we are nationally syndicated for Movie Massacre. But because a lot of people don't get the channels, they're like, YouTube it. So I've been YouTubing a lot of the shows. So you can find it there. You can find links to all my Facebook, Instagram pages, all that. Links to all the books, the comic books I have out through Scattered Comics. Okay. And you buy yourself a shirt, just wander around the website, see what you like.
Definitely. Why not? Why wouldn't you? I know we're gonna. Definitely. Hey, thank you very much. We're definitely going to get word out because I like it. I love it. And I want some more of it. Oh, God. I know. That was bad. That was bad. Sorry. That was bad.
I really love that.
All right.
I'm going to say it next time to you.
All right. So definitely. And again, YouTube. You guys hear that, folks? YouTube. And don't forget about YouTube. And did we forget about... No, and YouTube. Anyway. Folks, thank you very much. We're going to move down the line. We'll talk to some more great people, but this one was kind of special. What do you think? Hey, folks, I'd like to introduce you to my future ex-wife right here. Her name is Betsy. Lovely, isn't she? She's even tall, almost as tall as me, but hey, having a little fun here at the Sinister Creature Con. Oh, yes, we are. What up, folks? How are you guys doing? I know we're doing great.
Yes,
right? Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah. We have one of the featured artists today, Alyssa Frolick. So let's go frolic around with Melissa,
yes,
all right?
Frolic. Let's
Definitely.
do this.
She has some great artwork.
Thank you.
What is some of your favorite things that you've done?
Probably, obviously, I love Dexter, so I had a few Dexter ones. Everybody loves Dexter. Come on.
Yeah.
That's the best.
I had that effect on things.
I know.
Sorry.
Now you're just making things fall all over the place.
Story of my life, let me tell you.
I'll just leave it like that for right
Sorry about that.
No, you're all good. Dexter's one of my favorites, so that's why I have that one and then this one because it was very inspiring.
Yes.
Especially and then also with the Crow. I have a lot of Crow and Joker references. It's also one of my favorite things. And then obviously zombie stuff. I made those two latex right there.
Prosthetics, nice.
Yeah. So yeah, and I didn't go to school. I kind of just learned it on my own. So.
Great. What kind of, if you don't mind, if it's okay to talk about, do you have any fun little projects coming up?
Right now, I don't really have anything really fun. I do a podcast. It's called Adventures in Midgeland. You can see it right there.
Right there, folks.
Right there. It says Adventures in Midgeland. So I do a podcast. Comes out maybe every other week.
Okay.
And I just talk about serial killers, kidnappings. I do a lot of the kidnappings and missing persons because I feel those get overlooked a lot, and if you don't remember those people, no one's gonna still look for them. Pretty much, yeah. So that's why I go into a lot of those missing person reports and stuff because you got to keep their name out there.
I like it. I like it. That's awesome.
Thank you.
All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some information down there, over there, up there, somewhere around
everywhere
for Miss Frolick. So we're gonna get into a little bit of mischief. All right. Hey, what up, folks? We are here with Morticia Adams. How lucky are we? Oh my God.
I'd say very lucky.
I kind of have to agree. So, Morticia here was one of the best costumes up in the cosplay contest today. In my opinion, she got a. What will you tell everybody?
Honorable mention by Mercury Rising, right?
Yes,
The drag queen herself. So, in my book, that was the win. So
that works. That's fair. That's fair. So, how long have you been doing the cosplay?
2015.
Okay.
Off and on. I started a lot with comic book cosplays. I still do a lot of comic book cosplays, and then anime. I've never done anything kind of like this before, so it was really cool to do.
That's pretty cool. Definitely stepping outside of your zone. That's awesome. Now, who has been your favorite character that you've been able to do?
Barbara Gordon, Batgirl.
Okay, I like it. Who doesn't love Batgirl? Come on. But Morticia Adams.
Oh, I'm loving this. Like,
yes.
The wig came together perfectly.
Yes.
I was happy with the makeup. So yeah, and my friend actually handmade this whole dress.
Nice.
She made it.
You want to give him a shout out? Go for it.
Kaylee Mataga made this dress.
Okay.
She was Morticia Adams in our high school play.
Okay.
When we did the Addams Family musical, and so she made this whole dress. It actually has. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Stand?
Go ahead.
There's a tango scene in the show, and it has a detachable skirt.
Oh wow!
For said scene, for when she needs to tango and have the legs out.
I like it. Oh my God! And as you can tell, she's like 7'12". Yes.
Well, I do have these shoes on. They're helping a little bit.
Oh, you like that much, folks? Tall, long, absolutely phenomenal Morticia Adams. What up? Hey, folks, I need more brain. Yes. Return of the Living Dead, Alan Trotter. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thanks. How are you?
Good. I'm doing good. This is kind of cool for me. I've been total fangirling, and then when I saw that you were coming, I was like, yes, because I've always wanted to meet the person behind. I don't even know what the character's name is, to be quite honest.
Tarman.
Tarman. Okay. Thank you. Sorry, I'm way too excited. So tell me,
yeah,
how many hours were you in the makeup room, makeup chair, putting all this stuff on?
Yeah, let me stand up. It wasn't that extensive because it was the thing on my head was basically just like a helmet, like a Darth Vader helmet. So I didn't have to sit there while they put on all sorts of prosthetics.
Okay,
so that was kind of nice.
Definitely,
it was just getting into a costume. You know?
Wow, I figured.
So
honest, I thought it would be like 5, 6, 7 hours of prosthetics and all that.
I don't think it took more than a half hour to get dressed.
Did you hear that?
You know what? The only thing that took time is after I put the head on, it would like glue down bits of it to make it all continuous. You know, so it didn't look like a head sitting on it.
Yeah.
But other than that, it wasn't that bad.
Did you think that line would become so prevalent even in today?
No, I didn't even know what we were doing for real when we made the movie. I didn't know how funny it was. In fact, when we were making it, I was like, I don't know about this. How could all of these characters with almost no muscles continue to move around like this? I was like trying to be logical, you know.
Anatomically speaking, right?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. But it works as a movie. Yeah, it totally works.
Well, hey, I know you're getting busy. Thank you so much for meeting with us.
Sure thing.
Oh, sorry. There we go. Elbows. I apologize, Habit.
Not a problem.
Hey, some great, phenomenal people. What up? How's everybody doing? Hey, we're here with John from Cemeterium, not Crematorium, Cemeterium. Wow.
Right? It's a mouthful.
Oh, it is. But I'll tell you what, what's cool is this, at least in my opinion, is they're looking for actors to scare people.
Yes, we are.
For their haunted house.
Yeah, we're looking for all actors 18 and up, and we're also looking for people to be eligible to be paid. You need to work at least 10 days with us from start to finish. If that's something you're interested on, go to our website and you guys can apply.
That is cool. So now, where is it going to be this year for you guys?
So this year we're going to be off Hazel Avenue in Orangeville, California. It's going to be 6928 Hazel Avenue. So we're going to be at that location October 15th through the 31st. And we're going to have 3 attractions this year.
Nice. Wow, 3?
3 attractions.
That's going to be pretty sweet.
The smallest being 4,000 square feet. So it's going to be a nice little jog around the track.
Oh, yeah, just tiny 4,000, no biggie, you know.
Yeah.
Definitely. Now, how many actors do you usually have come out, and then how many actors do you need and want?
So our highest total was in 2017, and we had, I want to say, 72 people. So we used to be able to house that. As right now, we don't have a permanent home, so we kind of build up, tear down every year. So we can house about 30 actors. That's kind of like our goal. It's about 30. But we'll also take volunteers, so we could go even higher than 30. So 30 paid, maybe another 10, 20 volunteers, and we'd be nice and full.
That works.
Yeah.
That works. Now, besides in the haunted house, what else do you guys have going on?
So for us, we usually come out and do events like this, Sinister Creature Con. We're actually a main sponsor here.
Yes, they are the main sponsor.
The main sponsor. So with that, we also did, if you guys came out to the grounds June 26th, I believe.
Yes.
We were there for the Placer County Fair. We also do little small venues too. We do one in Orangeville. I can't think of the name at the moment. It's kind of blanking on me.
It happens.
Yeah, we do a lot of different things throughout the year. Our goal, last year we were trying to do like an April 1st event and put on like a little weekend haunted house. So that's always our goal, is to try and do something new as much as we possibly can. So just kind of stay tuned on our MeWe and Instagram. We don't have Facebook anymore.
Okay.
So yeah, just stay tuned and you'll see some updates.
Definitely. All right, cool. Hey, folks, we're going to go ahead and get you the information. We'll probably put it there, up there, over there, around there, somewhere, but we'll have it probably more than likely in the description. So if you're interested, I mean really interested in becoming a scare actor, got to talk to John. We're here with Robert Reimers. Oh boy, he has done some phenomenal work, as you guys can see right here. Hey Robert, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. This is my first year out here, and it's exciting. I feel like it's nerve-wracking and exciting at the same time. But if it doesn't make me nervous, I shouldn't do it, right?
Exactly. I gotta pull this up. Sorry.
I cut.
No, we're not cutting it. We're leaving it in there. So tell me, I know this is your first year here, but how long have you been doing makeup artist?
You know, honestly,
being a makeup artist.
I think honestly it started ever since I was a kid. I've always been into movies in general and special effects, practical effects. I've always been an artist with my hands, visually, sculpting, painting, and I love monsters. I love monster movies, monster effects, big giant aliens.
That's awesome.
The big animatronic rubber alien that someone sculpted and molded, and that whole process in itself I've always loved since I was a kid.
I love it. From a guy that has a hard time drawing stick figures, being able to watch everybody do this just absolutely amazes me. Now, if you were to give a young makeup artist any, I don't know, information, anything on how to do this, what would you recommend?
I would say don't feel restricted by materials.
Okay.
You know, if you feel like if you can't afford latex, you know, look up like a cheaper option or mess with some Play-Doh on a G.I. Joe. You know, like, you know, put some clay on a toy, pretend that it's like an actual person's face, or like as if it were to be something larger.
Yes.
You know, and I'm that person who's always kind of found another way to do something through other materials.
I like it.
And like trying to make that work. And I find that fascinating. And I like to research that too with other people who like, oh, check it out. I used, you know, some cornstarch and syrup and this kind of stuff. But then you see what they made out of it. And you're like, what? Wow. And then you realize like, it's all really the same stuff. physically. You know, it all depends on how quickly it dries, what, you know, the different levels of what it looks like when it dries. But if you're beginning, I mean, I say don't feel hesitant to try something out and fail.
Yes.
That's the biggest thing.
Don't be afraid to fail,
I
right?
have failed plenty of times, and I've learned more from failing.
Okay.
I've learned more like, okay, well, don't do that because you did that before and it didn't work. Or if someone asks, like, oh, what if we did this? And like, oh, well, I did that and it didn't work.
That's great.
Yeah, so you got to fail enough.
Good. So what do you got coming up in the near future for everybody kind of look for?
Actually, we have, I work at a haunted house called Hearts and Uppers Haunted House.
All right.
It's open this year, 2021. We'll be open with COVID restrictions, but we have 4 haunted houses and a zombie laser tag, and it's out in Rancho Cordova.
All right.
And we'll be open every weekend of October.
Cool. We'll definitely get that information to you guys.
I do many things. I do a stop motion. I'm doing a stop motion film.
Oh, nice.
I'm actually working with a couple people on a sci-fi film that takes place on an old abandoned cruise ship.
Okay.
But we're turning it into what looks like a spaceship, basically.
Nice.
Kind of like, you know, with this stuff, like kind of like the Aliens, kind of dingy, grungy feel. To me, that's more realistic than super clean and shiny.
I like it. Yeah. I like it. I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, so the film that we're working on here is called Reanimation Team.
Reanimation Team.
Yes. Correct.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and you'll be able to find it on Facebook. I'll send you a link.
Yeah.
And then we've actually working with a guy who lives in Iran who's doing a film, a sci-fi film, and it's mostly computer animated, but we're shooting scenes and we send him the scenes and then he edits them, he adds computer animation.
Oh, wow.
So I make the costumes and we go on the ship and we just shot a whole scene with a bunch of sci-fi soldiers searching in and out of the ship, finding aliens, and we have a bunch of footage where we're like shooting thin air, but then he's going to take the footage and put aliens in there.
I like it. I like it. Hey, Robert, I just want to say thank you. And just in case anybody didn't know, he happens to be one of the featured artists here at Sinister Con. If you don't know Noah Hathaway, you all should and need to. Atreyu from Never Ending Story. How do you not love that? How are you doing, Noah?
I'm good. I'm living like everybody else, just trying to get through some, this kooky times.
Definitely. Yeah. So, your experiences on Battlestar Galactica, and Never Ending Story, what were those like?
Amazing. I mean, a 6-year-old to have Warren Green and all those people, and the sets and the space stuff and the laser gun, and I had a chimpanzee that was mine.
That's cool.
My little chimp Eve for a year and change, and then that to the Never Ending Story is
definitely
shot for a year.
Wow.
Couldn't do that now.
Yeah, true. Now I got to ask you. Yeah. What's coming up for the future for you? Because I'd love to know.
I broke my back, and so for years it was really messed up. Finally got it really dialed in.
I hear that.
So while I was doing all that recovery, I've been writing a lot. So we have 3 or 4 TV shows we're working on selling, a couple movies. Nice. So just did a lot of writing. I've been doing a lot of music. Yeah. So I'm recording some stuff with some people right now. I'm not talking to any about it, but my boy played guitar for Megadeth, and my boy here played guitar for one of my favorite punk bands. So we're gonna jam when I'm in Scotland and do some stuff. And
that's phenomenal.
So that's kind of what I do now. I front some, doing some vocalist, some frontman stuff. I play a little harmonica too, but it's like 70s punk stuff, like Fear style.
I love it.
Yeah.
Dirty hard. Just get to let go, right?
I got a documentary crew supposed to from UK. They can't leave yet. So maybe next week, maybe the week after. I'm supposed to throw my dogs in an RV and start doing some punk shows around. And
that is
just waiting. So
nice.
That's what's going on.
All right. So if people want to find you, know what's going on, can help with you. Where do we need to go?
I got an Instagram. It's pretty much all I got.
All right.
I don't do a whole lot of the other stuff. It's just Noah Hathaway 666.
I like it. Yeah,
nice
let's
to meet
go.
you guys.
Hey, Noah, thank you. He's gone. Hey, thank you, folks. Noah, appreciate you. Love it, man. All right, folks. Who are you going to call? That's right. You know it. Ghostbusters. Ecto fun right there. And I think we've all been slimed. You got to love it.
My name is Michael, and I'm with the Sacramento Ghostbusters. And this is my 1961 Miller Meteor Futura Duplex 3-way hearse.
Yeah. And my understanding is you built this, right?
Yes, that is correct. I built it. I bought the car about 6 years ago, and in the last 2 years, I've made it look like the new Afterlife movie, Ecto-1.
I love it. So, how long did it take you to get where you finally feel comfortable with it being Ghostbusters?
2 years of solid work. It took me almost a year just to get it to run and drive.
Wow.
And then about a year to do all of the extra stuff you see here. And it took all of the 6 years to collect all of the parts that you see on it.
6 years.
6 years.
6. Not 1, not 2, but 6. That's
6.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, actually almost 7 now. But
so, and there's like $18.7 million invested into the. Well, okay, I know I'm exaggerating, and you guys know me. I exaggerate quite a bit. I'm not even going to ask because I don't want to know how much this costs because it's too awesome to worry about. You want to take us for a tour?
Sure.
All right, here we go. Come on back, folks.
First off, we have our gurney for all of our proton packs right here. This actually still does slide in.
Oh, yeah.
And it clicks into place and actually locks into place in 2 different spots right here. And it's for all of our proton packs, and that's how we transport it.
Nice.
Oh, thank you.
All right, and here we go.
So this is all the correct electronics for the new Afterlife movie. This is what would be a trap door for the RC ghost trap that's on our table over there.
Nice.
It comes out the bottom, and then it goes and captures the ghost as a little remote-controlled trap. All of these equipment and everything you see here is accurate to the new movie.
Nice. Come on, let's go. I love it.
Okay, now what makes mine very special, well, we got Slimer driving here.
Slimer.
The original car is a 1959. Okay. It's a Miller Meteor three-way, is a Futura duplex. Mine is a 61. 59 to 63, they're all the same, but they just changed the body panels. Okay. So mine being a 61, I was able to put a 59 front end on it, so it matches the front.
Oh, that works.
So everything you see here is all correct and accurate. Now, what's special about mine is it's a three-way.
Ah.
So it opens up because the casket will go out
here,
sideways or out the back, hence three-way.
Yes.
The new movie car is a regular car, so it opens up like a normal door. And then what they did on their side over there is they actually made it open out suicide style like mine does.
Cool.
This has the original Cadillac 390 in it with the Cadillac 3-speed. And it does actually run and drive. Not very well, but it does.
Okay, that works.
It goes about a mile, and it goes about a mile a gallon. So,
oh, wow.
That's always good. And it has fully functioning lights and sirens.
I love it. I love it.
And then on the passenger side, 59 front end. Oh, so about the paint. So this is not actually dirty and rusty. Well, it's a little dirty, but this is actually all fake rust. This is all a brand new white paint job. Had a brand new white paint, brand new red paint. And then I took the time and dirtied everything up. And it's done in a very cool way, but I won't go into detail about it. But this is all hand painted on to make it look like it's all rusty and old. And that's what the original power plant looks like.
Oh.
It's original.
That is awesome. We just need Tim Allen here to, do his.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that is sweet.
And then on this side over here is our gunner seat.
Oh, yeah.
So the new movie, it actually is hydraulically powered, comes out, kicks them out. Mine is a static display, but you get the idea. Now this actually does slide back in, and I can close the door and we can drive it that way.
There you go. Nice.
So that's pretty much it. Everything you see here, I've hand built or bought and modified.
That is phenomenal.
It took me years, and then everything you see here, I've aged and dirtied and made it look rusty and old, but it's not. It's all brand new.
What up? We're here with the Sacramento Ghostbusters, Alex. He is one of the co-founders. So we got to see Ecto a little bit earlier. Pretty cool. Now this is the gentleman that has put everything together. That's pretty awesome. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well.
Good. How did you come up with Sacramento Ghostbusters?
It's kind of a labor of love. My buddy Andy and I, we both started the team in 2010.
Okay.
The idea came out probably about a year prior. His father passed away and left him a giant white pickup truck, and he wanted a way to honor his father. So he decided let's start a Ghostbuster team. For me, Ghostbusters was to me, it was like the first movie I remember watching with my dad. We both enjoyed it. Cool. And every Halloween, he would have the Ghostbuster soundtrack on full blast, playing off a record. So while I'm trick-or-treating around the neighborhood, I could hear that sound playing in the background.
That is cool.
So together, as a way of honoring our fathers, we decided to start the team.
What a great memoriam. I really like that. That's pretty sweet. Now, I'm just curious, being Ghostbusters, do you guys do any investigating at all?
Personally, no. Okay. Not as Ghostbusters.
Right.
But throughout the years, we've been doing this a while. We've been invited to go on ghost hunts. Nice. We've gone to parks and cemeteries and, travel through old Sacramento and a bunch of different places. Never as the Ghostbusters, but people we really liked. They're like, oh, you're Ghostbusters. You should come on a real hunt with us.
I love it. I think that's cool. Hey, great homage to your dad's, great homage to the movie itself, which I loved.
New movie, Ghostbusters Afterlife, coming out November 11th.
I'm looking forward to that. I like the way that from the trailers, I really like the way that they're going with it.
Yes.
Definitely. Now, what can we see from you guys in the future?
We're in talks with Thunderland here in Sacramento.
Oh.
Thunderland in October, we'll have 2 weekends where the entire amusement park is going to be Ghostbuster related.
Oh, wow.
Ghostbuster themed. So we'll be out in force for probably 2 weekends in October.
That's great.
That's going to be coming up.
All right. So who would you want to slime?
Of my team or of the Ghostbusters?
Anybody.
I definitely think my boss.
I like it. Gotta slime the boss, of course. Hey, folks, thank you again. What up, folks? How are you guys doing? I'm here with, I have to say it, Mr. Elmore. Leatherface, folks. Mr. Elmore, how are you, sir?
I'm doing really good, and thank you very much for having me on this podcast, you guys. And I just want to say one thing, the Saw is family. Don't ever forget that.
I love it. I love it. Now, sorry, I've got so many questions I want to ask you. And
you can ask one, and then let's go.
Fair enough.
No, go ahead.
No. I know you were doing some paranormal investigating, and I know it's kind of sideways from Leatherface, but are you still doing that, and are you enjoying it, and what do you got going on?
No, not anymore. I'm retired, and I'm
Good
just,
for you.
I don't stay at home all the time. I travel. Me and my wife, we like to get out. We cruise. We go to all-inclusives. It's just eat, drink, and be merry now.
Can I get an amen?
You got an amen on that, because that's what I worked so hard during my lifetime to get to that point. And
oh, yes.
Even though my body is all messed up, because what you do when you're young definitely catches up to you when you're old. And if you don't believe that, see you later.
You got to be smarter than I look, definitely. Let me tell you.
So that's what we do. I love going to conventions because I get to meet people like you.
Thank you.
And I love doing it. I meet a lot of good people. Tell a story for the millionth time, but people love it.
Yes.
So, I make a couple bucks, which is fine. That's my play money. But I get to travel to places what I would never go to.
Yeah.
But here I am in Sacramento, and I'm meeting a bunch of nice people.
Thank you.
And I'm having a blast.
Definitely. I love it. I love it. Now, I know you're busy. You've had a lot of people come up. I'd like to thank you for being on What's Up with Rob and Chris. Thank you for your time so much.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Definitely. What up, folks? Hey, if you don't know Naomi Grossman, you should. American Horror Story, Asylum and Freak Show.
And Apocalypse.
And Apocalypse. That's right. I'm sorry. I totally forgot about that.
Were you a
What was I
pinhead?
thinking? And you were in Stories as well.
Indeed.
Yeah, I saw it. That was cool. I liked it, by the way.
Awesome.
So I am an American Horror Stories fanatic with my whole family, by the way. So tell me, I know you just did Stories.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? What else do you got for us coming?
Well, I'm working on a new solo show.
Okay.
I did 2 prior.
Oh, lovely.
Something you didn't know about me.
Yes.
Woman shows, basically comparable to like a 1-hour comedy special.
Oh, nice.
So I've written a third called American Horror Story with a W. So everything I do is American Horror Story, American Horror Stories, American Horror Story. I like to just keep it.
Why not?
Yeah, I don't want to try to, branch out.
It's a phenomenal genre.
Yeah.
It is. It totally is. I love it. Now, in the past, okay, you had some pretty amazing characters, which personally I thought you should have won some awards for. Which one was your favorite?
I think Freak Show Pepper was my favorite. Yeah. That episode, Orphans, I think the 10th episode was, it was my whole backstory. It was infinitely better story than the one I'd sort of given myself. Yeah, no. So that was really special.
Yeah, I have to agree. I loved it. If you haven't seen it, as I always like to say, you should. I guess what I'm going for is I'm hoping to see more of you, to be honest.
Well, sure. We all are, but that's not up to me. That's up to you.
Yes.
And that's up to your viewers.
Hey, you. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
We need to get her on more American Horror Stories.
That's how I came back the first time.
I know.
And the second and the third. So
we need it.
Yeah.
We got to do it. I vote to put a petition out there to American Horror Story that we need Naomi on the rest of them. She needs to become a regular, period. Case closed. Thank you. What do you think? You like
I'm in, yes.
Definitely.
I want to make my mortgage more than anyone. So, yes, please.
Now, are there any shout-outs you'd like to do?
Oh, no. Shout out to the fans. Because,
right.
Let's face it, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm on TV. So, that's why I hope to be back.
Awesome. Thank you so much for talking with us. Hey,
thank you.
You guys have a great day. And again, you're missing out on some big things at Sinister Creature Con. Let me tell you. Hey, what up, everybody? We are here with the man, Tim Munier, who is one of the creators of Sinister Creature Con. How are you doing?
I'm feeling great.
Great. Hey, everybody knows that you got this great thing going on. How did it come about?
Oh, wow. How did it come about? Well, in 2015, 2014, the gentleman that runs SAC Anime came to me because he knows I run SAC Horror Film Fest, and I've got a pretty good tenor with the horror community. He wanted to produce a Halloween convention, and he had produced several horror cons before, but they weren't really successful.
Mm-hmm.
And so he pitched the idea to me to form a Halloween convention, and I said, cons aren't really my thing, but knowing that there really wasn't a successful horror con in SAC, that kind of got my gears going a little bit. And I'd always been a big fan of, the format that Monster Palooza had, where it seems more focused around art and artists than the celebrities. And so I told who was going to be my business partner at the time, I says, well, if we can roll with that, and if I can be in control of that, not that I'm a power hungry guy, but like to lessen the opportunities of button heads, says, if you're okay with letting me have full control and doing this thing, I was totally down. And, we made that agreement, and we were able to launch the first Sinister Creature Con in 2015.
Mm-hmm.
And, I did dissolve that partnership amicably with that individual, and we've still been able to chug along with Sinister Creature Con. We've done it in Sacramento, we've done it in Stockton, and now today in Roseville.
Man, I'll tell you what, this event has been absolutely phenomenal. There's been, I'm going to exaggerate here, so excuse me, at least like 97,000 people, but there's been so many people here. You've had some great vendors, some great makeup artists. We got to interview a few. Unbelievable stuff that they have done. And, fangirl here, V. Neal.
Yeah,
oh,
he's
my
amazing.
God.
I love V.
Naomi Grossman.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Wow. Hey, obviously, if you need something done, this is the man. Let's be straightforward. Let's be straight up. Now, I keep hearing October. What do we got going on in October?
Well, unfortunately, due to the COVID variant spike, we did have a horror-themed convention called Biohazard Con, which was also going to feature horror video gaming. However, with the concerns with COVID and now the mass date returning in Sacramento, the horror video, we were going to bring in console gaming, we were going to bring in VR, pinball, arcade, a lot of stuff you got to touch with your hands and stuff. And two, we also had some pretty high profile international people who were going to be flying in for it. But the possibility of a shutdown happening, like investing all that money into non-refundable international flights, it just feels like we need to wait on that probably another year. So initially we were going to produce Biohazard Con. Of course, the name's probably been probably should have picked a different name, but the reason why we picked Biohazard Con because in Japan, Resident Evil is called Biohazard, and a lot of the talents we invited were from Resident Evil. So, but I mean, video gaming's never going to go away. Like, it's more popular than ever. It's $1 billion industry, and so we kind of wanted to tap into something the same but different with that. Right. So voice talents, game developers, very similar to what we do here, inviting directors and writers and performers and makeup artists. You know, we want people to kind of get that behind the scenes vibe.
Definitely.
And same reason why I produced the Sac Horror Film Fest is I want someone to go to the film festival, watch a movie, feel inspired to make their own art one day. Same thing with here. You see the makeup artist and you want to try it at home, phenomenal. Video game, hopefully it puts a fire under your butt to, you know, maybe go to school to be a game developer and make the next Resident Evil.
Nice. So I'm going to put this out there. And I know we've kind of chatted, but we'd love to have you on our live show and maybe you'd be able to take some questions from folks. Would you be interested?
Yeah, 100%.
Right.
Would
Definitely.
love to.
Hey, Tim, I want to say thank you for having us out. What a great event. I had so much fun. Rob, he missed out. He had to do that work thing. It got in the way. But truly, thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
Definitely. Hey, what up, everybody? And this is the man, Tim.